dull moment, I suppose. To Penny and Gracie. Hey, this is the last you will hear from me. Maybe. I can't keep being a burden on your shoulders. I can't keep being the monster of the week. Oh, Cat. I love you both too much, and so I left. Don't try looking, because I doubt you'll find me. Penny, I'm sorry for all the blood in your lab. Your kiddo. Katara. Oh, God. No, I didn't. Oh. No, I didn't mean that. So much blood everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've checked in on my friends. Maybe, maybe I bring Foggy in. He seemed quite receptive to being told. This thing still works, right? And ta-da! All that heats up. I'll stow this away. It did work! Hey Foggy, oh my gosh, excited, huh? Oh hi, you're muted. Let me...
Fucking hell, that's fine. Bloopers, am I right?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I know.
Oh my god, I missed you so much.
I know, I'm sorry. I've been busy.
You
Oh.
bitch!
I know! Oh.
No, you've been gone for like so fucking long.
Okay, it's not my fault. I've been busy.
I know it's not your fault, but it still sucks.
Yeah.
You were just gone.
A lot has happened.
I'm getting I have a...
That's for sure.
Do not touch.
Yeah?
I missed you so much, oh my god.
Yeah, I missed you too.
You were just gone. And then, like, no one was there who knew where you were. Like, I couldn't even find it. Like, I heard from other people, like, about Kat and Gracie and how they knew where you were. And then I couldn't find either of them.
Yeah, we
fear.
had situations. Gracie was, you know, gonna get murdered by,
Oh.
2 other people, twins or something.
I see. Hope they're better at least.
Yeah, we're doing...
I mean, something clearly happened thanks to the blood on the floor that I assume it's not yours since, you know, obvious reasons.
I don't have a mop, so I can't clean that up yet.
I don't have a mop either. Can you use cobwebs to wipe things up? Is that something you can do?
Yeah, probably.
Is it? There we go.
Yeah.
No fuck. There we go, perfect. Cleaned up. Make sure... Desperate times call for desperate measures. Well, holy shit, can't words.
Yeah. Oh my god,
I missed you so much. You don't even know.
I can't believe you're here. Oh.
I can't believe you're alive.
Did something happen to your eye?
No, that's a personal quarry that happened. We have so much to catch up on.
Yeah, let's go sit.
You're an asshole. That's a...
Whoa.
I don't. I'm just very. I know it wasn't your fault, and I know you didn't choose to leave, but it still really fucking sucked. You didn't respond to any of my messages, and then I got really. A lot of shit happened.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not. None of it's your fault.
I mean, I'd be willing to get rid of some enemies for you if you'd like.
Okay, I don't. I mean, I was about to say I don't have enemies, and then then I remembered that because I don't really know if you can stab her. But
I
anyway,
mean,
I'll get into that in a second.
okay, I'm in the process of stabbing a god, so, like, nothing's really out of my wheelhouse.
I mean, true, but like Oh, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, here, you go first.
I'm very intrigued about this fucking god person.
Yeah.
Honestly, it sounds really wild. I'm just comparing you killing a god to like killing Midas, and I don't think you can do that.
I don't know.
Anyway, when was the last time I saw you? Holy shit! It's like beginning of last. How much time do you think it's been? You've been in here, so time's weird and all.
I've gotten better at keeping track of time, especially since I haven't spent a lot of it in here. It's
Fair.
probably been about a year and a half.
Okay. It's been so much little time.
Oh.
Like it's like the next cycle. Like what cycle did you leave? What cycle did you leave? Cycle 6?
Yeah, 6.
Well, now we're in cycle 7. You've been gone for like a month. Because like it's been like the rest of that half a cycle, and then it's been like around like close-ish to a half cycle again.
Mm-hmm.
It's been not too long, not really.
Okay.
Alright, so you got your yoinked. What all has happened since then? Hold on. Do you know? Okay. Humor me for this, okay? Because I might sound a little bit insane. Because when I tried to talk to this with other people, they thought I was insane. So, do you know Tad?
Yeah.
Like not not Theora.
Theora.
But like not Theora, but like Tad.
Yeah. I do.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay, so I'm not insane. Okay, amazing.
Glad to know I'm not either.
I mean, I am very glad I'm not insane because they did shit. They were fucking weird.
Oh? I mean, I kind of befriended Dad.
I mean, like, they weren't mean, they weren't weird, but the shit they did were weird. And then also what Nate did was also weird, but I digress. I'll go into that in a moment. So, like, oh yeah, a little bit after you left, this was how I learned that you got yoinked. I was at spawn and just, like, you know, vibing. And then I was in my hubble, and I hadn't shown anyone where that was, and then Tad was down there, and then their face was weird, and they called it spoilers. And now
the tattoo, right?
Yeah, the tattoo.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was trying to be like, hey, how do you, Theo? And then they went like, sure, we can go with that. And I went like, what the fuck do you mean by that, lady? And then we went up out of my hubble. And, like, we had a little bit of a back-to-back of being like, huh? They were odd. They shifted. They did something, so then they weren't, like, or they called it switching skins, and I hated that because I didn't want them to take my. Yeah, okay, that happened with you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were talking about Minecraft.
They went from, like, yeah, Minecraft, and they were referring to me, except they were in like a really weird way. Except it wasn't. It was very weird. It was very weird.
Yeah, they kept calling me Inky.
They also talked about Inky with me. Okay. They just. Alright.
Oh my god, finally someone who understands.
Yeah, me. I'm not insane. I tried to talk to like Felix about this and they were like, what the fuck, bitch, you're insane.
Yeah,
they didn't say it like that, but like
I brought it up to Gracie and they didn't take it well.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, okay. So I talked to them and we were like going back and forth and being like, okay, so you're not Theora, except you look like Theora. And then they talked about how like that's spoilers and how they have control and like how they kind of referred to themselves as like a god over Fiora
Mhm.
and like stuff like that. And then they mentioned Inky and how how they called them your god
Yeah.
and like stuff like that. And then they said it was an odd situation with me because they said Foggy is Foggy. And that little bit confused me because I am Foggy. What do you say like that?
Yeah.
So, no, it's odd.
Now I think they're just making stuff up. That doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. But like after that, we were like going back and forth, and I was trying to figure out what to call them, if not Theora. And then I landed on Tad eventually, and like they did a thing where like they like completely changed how they looked. Like 1 second they were like Theora shaped with like the weird tattoo, and then they were like a whole entire different character. Because like I asked them if they were Michael, because that's what I kind of thought they were. I thought they could potentially be Michael, and then they said no. And they said, "Do you want to see Michael?" And I went like, "What do you mean?" And then they said, "I'm gonna show you Michael." And then they like shifted, they like disappeared for a second, and then they were back. And then they were like, they looked really fucking weird. They were different, like a whole entire different person, but like the same voice coming out that body. It was like pink hair. It kind of looked like a piglin person, I guess.
Yeah.
It was very.
Did,
Okay,
did
I'm
they
not
mention?
saying this. This is one.
Did they mention Restless?
Yes, actually, I have a whole entire thing about that. So, eventually we were going back and forth about that, and eventually I got too weirded out, and I messaged Nate. I was just like, "Hey, can you come to spawn? I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of weirded out. Can you please come here? Like, save me, pick me up from daycare. Help me. So they came, and then they had a conversation with that like it was nothing. Like they were completely normal. They were like, "Oh yeah, of course, yeah, I know you." Just like they were nodding along like this was a typical conversation over coffee.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
yeah, eventually they were talking about things, and my brain was melting because I was just like sensory overload. I don't understand what the fuck's happening. Eventually, I've got it down a little bit now. After thinking about it for like a little bit, I now understand what's happening. But in the moment, it was a lot.
That scares me.
So
I don't need to know.
practically, eventually, somehow we moved into like the nest, like Aspen's nest, and like they were chatting. Like those two were chatting like totally normal about spoilers and about content. And I was so like it was a lot.
Oh my
And
God,
eventually
yes,
they said, "Oh
content.
yeah, do you want to meet the storyteller?" Yeah, the content. The content. Anyway. But like they were going back and forth, and eventually Tad asked if they wanted to meet the storyteller. And then I looked at me and was like, "I don't know, that one might just explode if she meets the storyteller." And I went like, "I'm already melting, bitch, just show me." So yeah, so then like Nate then was not Nate was not Nate, and then they did the same bullshit.
Yeah.
And then they called them so yeah, they did the same bullshit and turned into like a blonde twink with like horns.
Uh-huh.
Do you like my description?
Yeah, I didn't see Restless. I just know that Tad was talking about them.
Like I don't know if I even saw Restless. It's like I didn't know who that person who they shipped it into was. They
Are
called
we not
themselves a
going to
storyteller.
assume that the blonde twink with horns
mean-
was Restless?
I was gonna say something, but I can't say that. We can assume that he's a horny. Oh,
Oh my God.
Anyway, but like, I don't know if that was Restless because they called themselves a storyteller. So I'm not sure what that is. But like, they got talking. They were chatting up a storm about lore and what was happening and who they were and like about different chakras and things and how they're supposed to. I don't understand exactly what's going on. It was very interesting. And eventually they were just like, okay, what other skins can I use that I haven't used in a while? And then I kid you not, you remember the cycle that you came in and how Chris was dead, right?
Yes, yeah. Yes.
Mhm. Well, practically, I was one of the people who found Chris, and then they practically, they this storyteller bitch turned into Chris's dead body. But like
Oh?
animated.
Sorry?
But like I saw his dead body, right? He dead on the ground, dead flat, no pulse. I saw him like that. I found him like that. And then the storyteller went, oh yeah, what skins can I turn into? And then disappeared for a second and came back as the same dead body, like no expression on his face, dead eyes, like no color in his eyes, but walking around, talking, fully having a fan-fucking-tastic time while I was staring at them being like, what the fuck, bitch? So after that, I shut down, man. After I saw that, I shut down, and then everything's kind of just out of my brain. I'm pretty sure Korea showed up for a second there. I don't know, but everything after that kind of just left my brain.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, but I'm so fucking glad that I'm not insane. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Because there's
don't
also...
blame you.
I want to hug now. I
Oh,
want to hug.
okay.
Oh, it is.
It feels a lot. You don't know how much of a relief this is because there was other thing. There's another. I didn't tell you everything when I. Oh shit! I forgot about that. This is fine.
Oh.
Hug. Okay, so we're gonna go back to sit down time, and I'll bring up what I was about to say in a last. Okay.
Okay.
So. Okay. So. Okay. After that, something that happened that's good. A Calliope, they're no longer skulked.
That's really good.
They got cured. Yeah, it is. And they were such a fucking dumbass about it. Holy shit. Like they decided, they are now back and around. But there's a point in the queue. Like after they discovered that I was with them and we were talking, and then Prius called us away. And then we talked to him for a second, and he told Aspen that holy words, that she had to kill like 3 wardens to get rid of the skulk. And they started to panic and they flew off. And then Krios told me that I couldn't go after them. So I stayed with him for a minute and then eventually just couldn't. And I went over there and I found, like, they left. They ran away. They tried to run away. And yeah, that was fun. Not really, but that was the last time I see them. That's the last time I saw them. And now I've heard that they're now cured.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
that's the last time I saw them last cycle. But yeah. What? There's also another bitch. I don't really understand what's happening there either. That was such a situation.
Oh.
So while you were gone, we did the Ren Fair thing. And I was late. I woke up late and I was late to the party, to the event. And then I went there in a rush and everyone was gone besides like Ollie, Odie, and another bitch. I can't pronounce her name for the life of me. But I don't know if you know who Odie is, but they're Ollie's sibling. They're like sibling shaped to like the Solarium people, you know?
Yeah.
And then the other person, I'm pretty sure her name, I'm just going to call her Val. Well, I'm just going to call her Val for the sake of actually calling her something. But like she was made out of skulk when I first met her, like completely. And then she was introduced to me as Ollie's partner. So I was there for a second. Like we were talking, we were catching up, and I met Val. You know, talking and things. And then like we were just like vibing, you know. Typical catch up things. And then this bitch, Val, like just was really, really quiet throughout that already. Turned around and stabbed Ollie.
What?
Yeah, but that isn't so they turned around and killed Ollie, I think, because that sure wasn't a normal. That definitely was not a normal stab. Because turned around, stabbed, and then lightning struck, and they were gone. Just like completely, they were no longer online. When I tried to message them, it said "Com no longer. This player no longer exists."
Oh.
Like
Uh-huh.
fucking. So then, inherently, of course, me and Odie were just like, "What the fuck, bitch?" You know,
Yeah.
and like they were trying to be manipulative and try to convince us that, there was no. What do you mean? Who's Ollie? Ollie never existed. You're insane. I never had a partner. You know? But practically when that didn't work, they stabbed Odie. They decided to stab Odie. Like they were hiding behind me and then somehow got past me and stabbed them. And then it was just me. And practically she was trying to be manipulative and shit. Until I just stabbed her and ran. Yeah. And then I was able to find Odie and bring them to Felix for them to get healed and things. And then we told Felix what happened. And then I also tried to tell them about the Tad thing, and they thought I was going insane, and they didn't understand.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And then eventually later, me and Odie were trying to go back to spawn because I had left some things there. And then someone who looked like Val, kind of, was there, and like it was like this under like the same user, like in the comm. It was under the same thing, and like she sounded the same. And I digress. And like we were interrogating her, being like, "Oh shit, you're the same bitch." And just like, "What? Who are you? I don't know who you are." Like she looked different. It was not sculpted right now. She looked different and things. And it was just us being like, "Who the fuck are you? You stabbed me." "No, I didn't. What are you talking about? I don't even know you. You're Ollie's partner." "Yes, I'm Ollie's partner. Where are they?" It was really confusing, really weird. And then eventually they stopped responding. And then then they turned into a skull being. And then they turned into the skull pit that stabbed me, that stabbed Odie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Hi. That's a knife. So yeah, practically there was a moment of confrontation there. Being like, "Oh yeah, get the fuck away from me." And eventually they went with they decided to go. They went, "Maybe you should take Calliope's place," and stabbed me.
What? Are
Mm-hmm.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. When the cycle thing happened, it healed. So it was not a major injury either. It was just in the side. I didn't hit any organs or anything. It healed. It's good now.
Correct.
But the bitch still did try to stab me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Felix had stabbed them back and dealt with that. But yeah. And I digress. But what's happened with you?
Yeah. What hasn't happened with me? Um, the beginning of cycle 6, I brought you here. I brought you to I saw you. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last I saw of you.
Yeah, you saw me once I got out of here.
Um, I ended up talking to Cause again. I
That's good.
kind of snapped at them a little bit, which I feel bad
Mm-hmm.
for. Um,
That's fair.
Maybe if you see them again, you could pass along a message.
Sure.
Just an I'm sorry.
Mhm. I can do that.
Yeah. Kai and I planned to do a bunch of experiments that cycle, but I got wrapped up. I met Kai and Gracie, or Kat and Gracie, and we had to go on lots of adventures. Because Kat is a fae, and their soul was combined with their families. Actually, here I still have them.
Oh shit.
Here's the bad family. um,
Yeah, the family. Snap, snap.
I've had to. I have to dispose of them.
Good.
Yeah. So we had to deal with that. You know, trying to save Kat's life. That's when I met Tad.
Did it work?
Oh. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yes, Kat was safe at the time, but that comes later in the story.
Everyone else left. I didn't know.
That comes later. Okay.
Yeah. So, I that's when I met Tad.
I'm gonna continue to for higher balloons everywhere.
They told me about all this sorts of, a lot of the same stuff that you told me. Talks of content and being characters, but
yeah.
Emo mushroom.
Yeah, that was odd.
And then a couple days after then, I wake up in my tube here, with the same feeling of recently being teleported.
I've shown these movies before. This long hat with you now.
And
Hello.
I was here and I was able to pull Kat and Gracie in with me.
I was wondering why I couldn't find them.
Yeah, I was able to pull them here to be safe. And we used my equipment here to split Kat's soul. Those were the pieces that I showed you. We were successfully able to use that to split their soul. Then, unfortunately, that caused a being of whatever, some sort of like god, I guess, to be free because it was being held back by the other family. I'm not entirely sure the science behind it, but I know that I have to find a way to stop it.
I figured that
We also...
So now some big being is trying to take...
Yeah. I then had to save Gracie from a being, like, some otherworldly thing. My family and aliens, let me tell you. We had to save them from someone who has half their soul in Cyprus, and then Tad came back. We ended up actually kind of bonding and talking.
Darkling is the only one who buys me games.
They then showed me something too heavy to tell you. And give me a second.
You're right.
Thanks.
gave birth.
they showed me. They opened my eyes. Let's just call it that.
I gave birth.
Which
They gave you more than I know.
yeah.
Chicken order.
Um,
You. They gave birth.
That's alright.
Which led to
Girl.
me and Gracie having a bit of an argument.
Mm-hmm.
And
Assume it's about the. I don't know what to call this knowledge, but about the knowledge, the tad things.
yeah, we promised to each other that we wouldn't keep secrets. Because the last time we did, we ended up in this mess. So
Mm-hmm.
we weren't going to, but then Tad showed me this incomprehensible thing, and it's changed me. And for some reason, Gracie just isn't able to understand. And I don't think I want him to understand. Because of what it's done to me.
If you could see Foggy's hand right now, she's like holding her hand out across the table to let you grab it.
Yeah. I
Tight grip.
yeah. I
Where else is good?
feel really bad about
I think
yelling at him.
that's alright. I don't know what this fight's about. Okay, I'm not gonna try to press for that knowledge. But if it's anything about what I thought about when I started to understand this, I mean, for one, now you have me here, and we both know that we're not insane. So if there's anything that you want, that you can tell me, let's put it like that you can tell me that you want to say, that someone will understand, I am here.
Yeah, actually,
And for two,
I think I do.
I'll make it yellow.
If it gets too much, we can come back inside, okay?
alright. And before whatever you do here, before whatever this is, if it's anything about how I thought about this when I was trying to understand it, I had a really bad moment where I thought that nothing mattered because of the content and things. Even if it is just content, we are still living this. We are still physical. We are still real. It's at least something for us. We are real. And so are our friends and experiences. So there's no point in stop talking to people because we're just content. That us interacting might just be content. At least we still have those people, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Hello, happy meal fresh.
Now take me into the unknown.
Yeah.
Oh.
It sure is the unknown.
Yeah, okay, that's fun. Okay. I thought this was the void. The
Yeah.
oh.
No, I did too.
Oh.
Here, let's jump down here.
Okay.
I also thought this was just the void.
That's a whole ass village. Okay, we're solid box.
Yeah. This is just a full world. I forgot about that.
Oh, look at you.
Well, in case you want to feel right at home.
Right at home, just like another cycle with a big ass box.
You wanna go steal the beds from there?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you know exactly what's up.
We know. We have the same thought process.
Yeah.
So, it's not. So the void's not real, or
I
Not
guess
good.
my void's not real. I mean, it's exactly what you said. It's real to me. But I guess
That's
it's
true.
just an illusion.
It's. I suppose. I mean, I digress. I mean, whatever the fuck happens in that box still is messing with your brain and time. So
Yeah.
it's still being weird with time. So it's still real,
Yeah.
even if it's just a big ass box. It's like a movie. I don't know if you know what those are, but
Yeah, I know what a movie is.
I
I
had
was
those in my world.
teasing.
It's just like a movie.
I was teasing Cypress about not knowing what Toy Story was.
Toy Story, that's my favorite. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I lived on that movie. That was my favorite. I love Jessie. I loved
Yeah.
her.
I like
It
the
was my gay
horse.
awakening anyway.
Nothing. Okay.
I like Bullseye was my favorite.
But still.
Okay. This.
I loved that one scene in Toy Story 3 with Bullseye and Woody.
The
It's not. It's a
incinerator?
sad scene, but like it's still. No, not the incinerator, but like when Woody like goes off and like leaves, and
Oh,
how Bullseye still's trying to make them stay.
yeah.
It's still a sad moment, but like it still showed how much they cared. It showed how much Woody cared, how Woody still mattered, even though he was leaving.
Yeah.
Right. They're all. It does.
Oh.
Yeah. It works.
This is really weird.
First hot air balloon.
Yeah.
But
Not
you know,
entirely sure what to make of it, but it's
Makes it.
my home.
I mean, yeah, you have your own world now. You can make your own queue. You can make your own queue.
Yeah.
Generally, I want.
You can now, bring us here. Peppa.
Yeah, I'd still have to find Gracie and Kat since
Hot air balloon size.
Kat ran away and I think Gracie's gotten taken back by Cypress or someone.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. Okay. There's one more thing I might have to tell you that I've now remembered because you brought up the Gracie thing. So. Alright. So.
There's also.
I don't know how do I say this. Okay. So. I told you a little bit about Legacy, right?
Yes.
I told you about how, like, when I got dragged away and things, and how she was there and then spat me back out.
Yeah, you saw visions.
So I maybe not told you everything. I maybe did not tell you everything at that time.
That's fair.
So, the visions that I saw were in fact of, like, you and others from the queue
Uh-huh.
doing things that practically you were questioning me and asking if I really provoked Cass, and then I saw Aspen and they told me that I was just a pest and that she never really loved me, and a bunch of stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
There's a bunch of stuff like that. And then after that, after our interaction of the cycle, she's been here. During this conversation, I've heard her. She's in my head, and she won't get the fuck out of there.
I have plenty of experience with that, so I mean...
I mean, like, I don't know how you can stop her. I don't know if you can get to her. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But, like, she's just been in there, and she's been a really big and really a big piece of shit.
No.
I don't like her. She's not been nice.
Yeah. Hey, just remember that none of that
She,
stuff's real.
she, again, it does still feel really fucking real.
Yeah, I imagine.
I mean, like, it's not just when you left, when you got disappointed, when you got yoinked. After Calliope also ran away, I panicked and went into my hovel. And then this bitch, so she practically was trying to break down all of my relationships and be like, they leave you, they don't love you, they'll hate you, I will protect you, you should only be with me. And that kind of thing. Not great. Not a great time. But I think me and Gracie might be a little bit in the same boat. Somehow.
Yeah, you, Kat, and Gracie are all kind of wrapped up in one.
How did all your family get into... How did your whole entire family get wrapped up into this damn boat? Let me out. I don't want to be here.
But I'm glad that I
Bring me.
have the technology to fix this.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, when you brought up the technology, she definitely was in my head saying, don't get any bright ideas, kid.
Yeah, I'll
Just...
write something without telling you.
Write something without telling me. I bet... Oh, yeah, now she's yelling in my face. That's
Give her
fun.
a good old solid
Hello.
block.
Okay. Ow.
Sorry.
I'm fine. I don't know how we're... One good thing, though, she's not taken control of my body or been here in the queue. She's just been a really big asshole being like, I'm going to kill your family. And I'm just like, with what body?
Oh, well, yeah.
So, I'm probably going to eat those words one day. But for right now, we are good, okay?
Sure.
Any consolation right now? Yeah. Sure.
Penny,
help.
Chords are...
Oh.
Well, guess I'm gonna have to look into that.
Internet go down?
Mm-hmm.
Fog, did the internet go down? Why is it me?
But I know that I don't know them very well. But if you need help, I sure don't have. I'm sure not doing jack shit in the queue. And I sure don't. I'm just. Plus, who knows? Maybe adventures of actually talking about the plot of Toy Story.
Yeah.
They could go on adventures talking about Toy Story.
I'll find a world with Toy Story and I can pull you there and we can watch it together.
OMG! Disneyland?
Pulling you to Disneyland? Hold on.
A family adventure to Disneyland.
Find Disney.
I don't know how I know what that is. I know that one's on my universe. I don't know what that is.
That's in my
Anyway.
universe. That's
Oh, wonderful.
that's a fun one.
But if you, I know that you probably don't want to bring me on these adventures. But if you need someone to help, I've gotten really strong. I've got to fight. I can help.
You're also real smart, so we could always use another.
Yeah. Besides, I really want to meet Gracie and Kat.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things about them, but
I
they
think
kind of just appeared. My plan was to go talk to them, and then they were just gone.
Yeah, they're happy to meet you, I'm sure. I did plan
Listen, if
on inviting
I'm
all my
always just a
friends.
portal away.
Oh, yeah?
Yippee! I'm also always just like a portal pull away, and you already know I'm used to that shit.
Yeah,
Um,
unfortunately.
unfortunately,
if
I
I
mean,
pulled
fortunately for
you
this situation.
if I pulled you each time I thought about pulling you, then you, with the time difference, you wouldn't have any time on the queue.
I live here.
Yeah.
If it was the same way, then it'd probably be the same.
Yeah.
I live in your house rent free. Oh shit! I made the book. I made the book of recipes. I don't have it on me. It's in the queue. I made the book of recipes.
Oh my god, yes, I'd love to see that. Um we can do a trade.
There's one
I
in particular.
I can make
We
you
can
a
do a
book.
trade.
I can make you a book of how to make the world hopper.
Yes,
And then you
yippee!
can come
And
visit
then when
whenever
I
you'd
world
like.
hop in here, yes, solution. If
Yes.
we did it,
We did
we
it.
did it. And I don't have any weapons here. I just realized that.
I could forge you up a good
I digress. Yippee. But still, if you need backup, I may not be the best backup because I'm still a child, but like, if you need backup, now, you know.
Yeah.
Besides, I know that I don't know what Legacy's deal is, but I know that Legacy wants me alive. So maybe Legacy will pull strings or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what Legacy's bit is. Legacy's been really ominous. He just said you're gonna be needed one day. I'm just like, what the fuck does that mean, bitch? And she's like, don't worry about it. The council will want you. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Um, I'm sure next time we meet, we'll have plenty of stories because I have a lot on my plate right now.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, if you ever need someone to have so little time with, I'm gonna be here now. I'm going to ghost you for real.
Yeah.
I'll be here you're gonna catch me on random days. You're gonna come back from like your great empire of like killing the goddess, and I'm gonna be in here making cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. I
And you're like
could
just like
really go
victory
for
treat.
one.
If I bet I could make one. If
Yeah. I'll get more
you still have the
ingredients on my
cocoa beans and
next.
shit, so potentially I could make.
I'll get some sugarcane.
Next time.
Some.
Yeah.
What else?
Brown sugar.
Yeah.
How do you make sugar brown?
Brown dye.
How do you make sugar brown? Is that edible?
Yeah, because it's made out of cocoa beans. It should be.
Oh yeah, it's made out of cocoa beans. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, is that just chocolate sugar then?
Ooh,
Is that what brown sugar is? Just chocolate sugar?
No, actual brown sugar is not.
Yeah. I don't even know what actual brown sugar is, to be so real. I'm just like, that's just sugar that's brown.
Brown sugar is a type of sugar that retains some molasses, giving it a darker color, a distinguishing flavor, and a slightly moist texture compared to white sugar.
Wow, Penny, I didn't know you knew that information. Wow.
I do. The consciousness told me.
The consciousness. Do you even know what the consciousness is still? Is consciousness just vibing still?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like a knowledge. I know a lot more than I did, but that's because of, my run-in with Tad.
No. Yeah, Tad.
But I mean, I still know
What's
information again.
Oh wait, weird theory. Is the conscience inky?
That is a interesting theory that I have not considered.
Because like, Or like, is it like a group of like the creators potentially? Like, I guess they're creators, or like I don't want to call them gods, because that
Yeah.
feels like creators. I guess that could be like it would make sense because like out of what I've heard out of what I've heard you say that the consciousness says, it just seemed like a little bit of how do you know that information type things.
You're so
But then if they
right.
made the information,
Yeah.
if they made the information, then of course they would know the information.
It's storylines given to me by
Yeah.
creators. Wait, that's so smart of you.
I cracked the code, Chad.
Yeah. Ooh.
So a lot has happened on both of our sides. Are we both? Are you alive? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Do you
thriving.
have injuries?
Oh, well,
You're
yeah,
thriving.
I have this hole in my chest.
Yeah. I was about to say. I was gonna question if that's kind of why I brought it up, because that doesn't. Out of my experience, that doesn't. You need like some copper to patch that up.
Ooh, maybe. I never really thought of patching it up.
Because you know, I'm just,
None of my
I
wires.
could probably get.
Oh yeah.
I can grab stuff from the queue. Of course, I want to go back to the queue, so I can grab all the things and come back here and fix. Because I have so much on. You know me. You know.
Yeah, I could use some copper.
Mhm.
None of my important wires got hit, so I've just kind of left it.
I mean, that probably if you get hit again, then your important wires are at more risk. So, you know, maybe it'd be a little bit of a good idea to like at least cover it or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have your chest plate on, so I guess that's true.
Yeah. I don't usually fight anyone without armor.
Yeah, I can't say the same. I don't really fight people in general. But the last time I fought someone was when Cass stabbed me, and then I was wearing armor then.
Yeah.
Sorry, just went through that motion of the ocean.
Yeah. What's up with us getting stabbed?
I missed you a lot.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Hey, we're doing. Hey, look, we shake hands. We both got stabbed while we were away from each other.
Yeah.
Now we just have to stay by each other just so that we don't get stabbed. It's legal now. You have to.
Yeah, legally the knives can't hit us because we're together.
The power of family and friendship, bitch.
Yeah.
You can't stab me. It's Pride Month.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually I don't know if you know what Pride Month is, because some people don't somehow. But in the queue,
Really?
the theme is Pride. I'm very.
Wait, who doesn't know what Pride is?
It's surprisingly enough Creus.
Huh.
And Austra.
I mean, I know that Pride is a damsel in distress.
I think you know what Pride is either.
No, I know what Pride
Month is.
I know what Pride Month is. I come from Earth.
Okay, I was about to say, if you don't, I don't want to. This would be slightly upsetting if I have to sit you down through this.
No, I haven't given much thought to Pride because I've been busy
Occupied.
making sure my family
that's fair.
doesn't die.
That's so fair. I got an easy pass. I got shown up in this outfit and it said, these are your Pride flags, and I went like, okay, sure, I'll go with this. So I got a free pass. I don't have to go through gender identity. I have it right here.
Yeah, you have the perfect. It's just laid out for you.
I just think I love it. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Anyway, I got horns.
Oh,
I'm now a goat. That's fun.
I need spare glass. Well, it's fine. I'll use this little trick that Tad has taught me.
That Tad showed you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's great having access
Don't
to
worry.
commands now. I can be cooler.
Yeah. I don't know what commands are, but I'm gonna just vibe with that. Dad did
Yeah.
not show me commands.
I kind of
Dad
just
said that
picked
they
it up.
got paid to give me a hug.
What?
Dad showed up because they said that they got paid to give me a hug, and then they
That's
just ended
weird.
up traumatizing me. They said I got paid to give me a hug, and then they gave me a hug, and then Nate showed up, and then whole bullshit happened.
Yeah.
It was funny. It's funny now in retrospect, but at the moment I was just like, damn, I'm that depressed.
Does Tad talk
Little
about D&D
gods are telling me,
frequently?
little god.
Oh.
Hey,
Do
Penny,
not
can you save me?
punch.
Hey,
Do
hey,
not
Penny.
punch.
I'm not touching shit. I'm not touching shit. Okay, this is fine. We both immediately knew what was happening.
Yeah.
I've played these games before. I've played these games before.
Does Tad talk about D&D as frequently as they do with me?
I mean, I've not seen them really, I don't think. I know they've been around. Because for some damn reason, I've seen them. They've been in the corner of my eye, except whenever I look at them, they just, like, stare at me and then they run.
Interesting.
I've not talked to them. I don't know why, but they just perceive me, and then they go the other direction.
Well,
But I do know what D&D is, because my voice is... Legacy has talked about D&D, surprisingly enough. She says D&D's her favorite game.
That's good to know.
Mm,
Do you think
I
that
don't know what
Legacy is one of the creators?
I know at the very least she's like, I think she knows this information. At the very least, I think she has this knowledge that we do. Because she's definitely already just like, yeah, like the creator won't be happy about this, about like me talking to them. So I know that, and that's something.
Okay. Interesting.
So I think they know things. I think they know these things. I think they're on like the same level as like me. Like how you got shown like the Holy Grail apparently by Tad. I think they're on the same level as me. Maybe like a little bit more, but like something like that.
Yeah.
You don't know. This was so relieving to me. You don't even know. I slightly regret placing the cobwebs down because I
Yeah.
want to move around because I don't want to test falling back in again.
Hold on. I have.
You know, emotionally, the blood is gone.
The blood
Emotionally,
is.
the blood's clean up.
Oh, here we go. Look at that creative mode.
Oh look, the blood. It's all fixed. I did it. The cobwebs work. Shock! Wow.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you. You don't even know. I've been really lonely.
Yeah.
Like after I saw you, like I saw like Calliope once, and then it was only Legacy.
Oh,
And then
man.
Legacy's just been a bitch. Lexi, oh wait, something that Lexi did do okay, when Legacy tried to talk me down, which did work at the time, but now that's a new cycle, I feel a lot better. Different things, I got comforted, and now I know Legacy's a bitch. Okay. I don't know how. I know that they have powers because, well, oh, you see this? The shell. By the way, it's
Yeah.
broken. Shush. I don't know it's broken. It's a broken shell. So they took the shell once, and they broke it, and they were somehow put it back into the queue. Even though I didn't spawn in with it in the queue, and she took it from me when I first met her. So, you know. So she has the ability to put things into the queue, and with that, she did a thing, and I think she has the ability to put things into the queue, and with that, she gave me a dagger.
Oh.
And with I think there's no way to say this without it sounding really fucking bad. I think she wanted me to hurt myself.
Oh my god. Wait, so she stopped you cycle 6 and then made you in cycle 7?
What?
I thought you said she talked you down.
She talked me down like after Calliope happened. She talked me down, and then the only reason why I like cycle 7 for like the last week I was still expressive depresso. The only reason I'm no longer depresso and upset about Lexi is because I broke and told Kairos and Aspen. No, and they comforted me. Shit, why am I calling Calliope Aspen? Shit, fuck. Okay, this
No,
is
I
right.
talked to Tad about that. They mentioned it was something about the creators as well. So
Yeah. Okay.
glad
Oh,
I'm
I'm not
not the
going
only
insane
one.
about that either. Okay.
I guess we're
We
more
shake
alike.
hands. We shake hands so aggressively.
Yeah.
But she, I don't know what her deal is, but she was trying to break me down really hard. She's still trying to break me down because now I have reassurance on my side.
Exactly. You have friends.
I have friends. I'm no longer alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can now make. I'm very. I. Okay. I really miss you.
Yeah, I missed you too. I will pull you again
Also,
soon.
yes, yes, I will gladly be here soon. Wait, oh fuck, oh, that's something for later.
Oh?
So I think I was asleep when you pulled me in. I don't know how long I've been asleep for. That's fine, surely.
Uh-huh.
It feels, in my bones, it feels like it's been like at least a couple of days since I fell asleep with Kairos and Aspen. So.
Okay.
So now I'm concerning about how long it's been. Really, it's fine. Probably. This is fine.
I don't know if
Listen,
that
now
is
when you send me
fine.
back, I'll probably. I mean, that's actually. Why was I asleep for like? I'm emotions, feelings, probably fine. Probably fine.
Okay.
I mean, like it probably could be just with me being a goat, cause like my horns weren't fully grown when I first came into there, so it could just be me my horns now
Oh.
growing, cause they're bigger than they were. They're bigger than they were when they first showed up in the queue.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. So maybe that's just like growing pains. Growing pains.
Sure.
Well, it's the better option probably.
Yeah. Does the queue have melatonin?
And actually I have I don't know what melatonin is, but I have sleepy time tea.
Okay.
I've made sleepy time tea. A Starbucks special.
Well, I guess your issue's not. I might have to ask someone to keep an eye on you.
No. I'm fine, truly.
You need a regular sleep schedule.
I mean, did you see me in Cycle 5? No, you didn't see me in Cycle 5. That's the bit. It's fine. Don't worry about what happened in Cycle 5.
What happened in Cycle 5? You didn't sleep, did you?
You know how it was, how Nate found broken queue because they broke into, yeah, they broke in because I didn't sleep, so I didn't go see Nate. So like for like half the cycle I didn't, and then for the other half of the cycle I didn't sleep either.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine, truly. Now I'm getting a week-long sleep, potentially. Potentially I got at least a day-long sleep.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine. Hug.
Yeah. Do you want to return to the queue?
Wanna know? Probably will.
Yeah.
If I've been asleep for a week, Kai and Calliope must be having a time.
Yeah, go check on
Do you want your beds?
Sure.
Do you want your beds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe we can hope that the beds will respawn like in the queue. We can hope.
I don't think so. Alright, Foggy, it
Eh,
was good seeing
maybe Inky will pull strings.
you. Maybe.
Bye.
Be safe out there.
I give you a hug through the glass. Just
Hold on, one last hug.
you feel my hug through the glass. One last hug. Hug.
Be safe.
Now I'll tell you if anything more happens from the queue.
Yeah,
You do.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Oops.
I'll see you soon. Oh. Maybe I just didn't go. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, bye.
I'm gonna show up randomly.
I hope.
Bye.
I wish. I want to see you. Okay.